Hello guys, Russ Crashing here, and in this video I would like to share with you my thoughts, my ideas, and actually methods when we face the challenge we truly not understand differences between a random education, so we are winning the battle on a particular time and this point in time when we're working with horse, or we actually have methods what gonna bring you to the final performance maneuver. A lot of time I have this question, they're asking me what is it methods and how we have to apply the methods. In my opinion, methodology methods, it's a foundation physical, it's very important. We're going to say right now, again, I took my knowledge from my sport, just pay attention to what I'm saying right now. It's a foundation physical exercises what connect to each other, support each other, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lead you to the final performance maneuver. So we cannot just start to educate the animal or human right away from the performance maneuver. We have to have foundational physical exercises. That's actually methods. And they're leading you to the final performance education, exercise. So in this particular video, face the challenge. We're going to create a face the challenge. My horse cannot stay still. My horse kick other horses. I cannot walk behind the horse. Horse push me with hindquarters. I cannot feed my horse in the stall. Horse push me with hindquarters against the wall. Horse cannot control emotion with loud sounds. I cannot put saddle first time on a horse, and etc. So all what I'm saying right now, we can describe with one word. It's a confidence. Horse don't have confidence. With moving objects and loud sounds, and understand human being will not gonna hurt the animal in any situation when horseman or horsewoman wants to feed the horse, walk around the horse, put shoes in the horse, or other riders riding beside the horse, or your horse staying in a cross tie and somebody walking to arena or the bar and open door and horse rip cross tie and getting upset and nervous. So when I design and discover, I come back and gonna explain again. All our conversation gonna be today about a random education, or actually animal understand the process of education and understand the final performance maneuver. So when I start to discover my philosophy methodology in round pen, and I've done a lot of mistakes in my life, to educate the horses. And most of the education when I was young and I educated the horses, everything was with lunch line, stricting horse mentally and physically with horsemanship rope, a halter, and etc. And there was a lot of whips, a lot of flags. So me and my horse, I'm going to be very honest with you, me and my horse always, I got results, I succeed with my horses, but I went through a lot of upsetness, a lot of frustration. I mentally was upset. I feel I'm not doing the right job with my horses. I was not satisfied. And I believe my horses was not satisfied also. So that's why I started to design and discover my own methods. One day, I shared with you before in the previous videos, and I started to discover my first level from foundation program. That's a core of my whole horsemanship, because each method, like I said before, they're related and connect, and discover philosophy and methodology in round pen lead you actually to the final performance riding education. And if you truly want to understand this and learn how methods connect from foundation to the riding, I invite you to connect to my educational programs on my website and follow the actual methods. So we're going to talk today about, I discovered this method, it's called extend and touch. Okay? And extend and touch teach so much animal and many different situations to control emotions. And stay still, please pay attention what I'm saying. Before I forget, I want to point this and say, horse responding to me because I'm asking. Horse understand my cue. Horse understand what I want from animal. I lead horse through these steps. So it's not a random, today I'm going to touch you, today I'm going to throw a rope on you, or going to touch you with flag and hold you by the halting rope. I truly design the steps step by step. So horse will truly understand what I want from animal. So my main goal was, when I educate the animal, to have the less frustration it's possible. Frustration will going to exist. Doesn't matter what kind of methods you're going to have, bad, good, and ugly. If animal or human not going to fall apart, we will never going to learn. We have to make mistakes to understand we done mistake, and we have to learn on our own mistakes and get a right results. So we have to fall apart to get to success. So extend and touch, educate the horse. We say so many different, in a different situation, control emotion, stay still, on the walk, on the trot, on the slow lope, on the fast lope, on the moving objects, on the loud sounds. Put saddle on the first time. Ride with different riders. When you have rainy day, when you have windy day, and you travel in the trail, and etc. So when I share extend and touch and share my methods, most of the time we misunderstanding what I want to explain. When I throw the rope on the horse, we're thinking we just throwing rope on the horse. Okay, so you say, Russ, what kind of methods you have? I can throw rope on the horse too. I can tie it flag, end of the lasso, and throw on the horse. And eventually, if horse in the halter and rope, horse gonna pull you across arena in field, and eventually horse gonna submit to fear. Please don't touch me. Or you're gonna tie horse to the post and throw the rope, and eventually, that's a random education. That's not mental preparation. And eventually, horse will gonna submit to this. If you in a round pen, say for example, and horse free, and you're gonna start to throw rope on the horse, so horse will control emotion when you can touch horse from the 25 feet. Eventually, horse gonna start to not to run around pen and submit, because horse gonna get tired eventually. Again, it's a random education. Today, I'm gonna throw a rope somehow on you. That's not gonna help you not to put saddle on the horse, and when you're riding a windy day, when somebody walk to arena, horse not understand the sequence and the methods to get to the final result. And most of the time I see in the horse industry, when we are working with horses, that's quick results. Today I'm gonna finish this, everything quick, fast, now, I don't have time, I have to accomplish that. So let's break everything, let's break extend and touch on the methods, and see if we actually can teach horse to understand when we throw in lasso on the horse, when we put in saddle first time on the horse, when we put a saddle pad first time on the horse, when we're using flag around the horse, when we're shooting gun beside the horse and horse free in the round.
That's impressive.
And I share these methods not only with one horse, not only with two horses, not only with three horses, not with 5 and 10, with many, many, many different horses. I have exactly the same results. You can watch this on YouTube and etc. because I follow all the time exactly the same recipe. Every horse different, you're absolutely right. And horse gonna learn differently on the speed, different speeds of the learning mentally. But you don't change your methods. You continue follow exactly the same routine till horse gonna understand, and you go again and again and again to follow the same sequence of education. So let's break this in pieces. So say for example I put horse in a round pen. First time I met the horse, I put horse in a round pen. What my first goal in my mind when I want to throw on a horse my lasso, I want to touch horse with my rope. What I'm thinking in my mind in the first time, I want my horse stay still. All over. Very nice job. Very nice. Stay still. Relax. When I change in my positions, it takes time, a lot of dedication and consistency every day. When I change my position in a round pen, horse have to stay still. I'm not allowed in a round pen horses join up to me. I teach horse mentally to stay still when I ask you to stay still and come to me when I ask you to come to me, when you're safe or a desire for you to come towards, right? Because if horse running around, anxiety already exists. Horse already nervous. Plus I'm gonna add a throwing rope on the horse. Not in my education, not interested in that. So I'm gonna ask myself, Ras, what you have to do to accomplish so horse will understand this rope? And I'm gonna say to myself, first method, I'm gonna teach my horse travel in a forward motion, consistent in the left and right direction. If I'm going to start to throw lasso on a horse, hind horse, to teach horse travel in forward motion, I already take apart my extended touch and pieces. It's not going to happen because I already throw lasso, teaching him move away from this rope. If I'm going to pick up the flag in my hand and start to chasing him with flag, I teach him afraid this flag. So a lot in the first step in a foundation, first level and foundation program, I explained, educate horse travel consistently with your voice command, body language, and energy. It takes time, absolutely. You're not going to succeed in the first day. But horse is going to be much more solid mentally, understand your presence. That's where the trust begins. That's where the trust begins. Not because you put the halter and the rope and chasing and desensitize horse and horse sweat and nervous, and finally horse says, don't touch me anymore. I'm gonna say, can you succeed this way? Absolutely yes. And sometimes I think horse the dumbest animal in the world. Should have kicked this horseman in the teeth and run away. Horse should teach us that's not the right way to do. And some very strong mentally horses, strong mind horses, they fight for a long period of time. And we continue fight till we win. Not educate, till we win. Okay, situation and particular moment. How this education going to transfer? No, in the future education. So I will going to educate horse travel consistent forward motion. In the left and right direction. That's important. What kind of speed I'm going to teach horse travel consistent in the left and right direction? Absolutely not. If horse wants to travel on the walk, travel on the walk. If horse wants to travel on the trot, travel on the trot. If horse wants to travel on the lope, travel on the lope. If I'm going to teach horse in the first step, when the day 1 or day 2 or 3, pick up different speeds, I create anxiety again. What my next goal? My next goal to teach to horse to stay still. So if anxiety exists in the forward motion, how am I going to teach the horse to stop? Horse is going to be nervous. Anytime I'm going to do step towards the horse is going to put ears forward, head go up in the air, or some horse is going to run away from you. Because you teach horse travel with whip, with flag, or throw lasso in the horse hindquarters. So if I educate, that's a method number one. If I educate horse travel consistent and consistently, that's a foundation physical exercise. Number one, in Discover Philosophy Methodology in Round Pen. Educate horse travel consistent and consistently forward motion. And you know this, you follow. In this group we have some members from the Academy and some people just in our Facebook. So that's why I share, so you can understand the methodology and differences between random and methods. So when my horse travels consistent and consistently left and right direction, I allow the horse to stop? Absolutely yes. Because if horse not understand how to travel forward motion, how horse going to understand to stop? When I ask, not when horse just randomly staying in the round pen. Everything, my goal, I better say, I educate performance horses. And that's what I truly love to do in my life, okay? And my main goal when I working with horse and teach horse to spin or side pass or lead changes or back up or even lunging, I want to go home happy. I want my horse gonna go happy. Truly, not because I fighting and I gonna succeed the way anyway. I want to be happy. Horse gonna be relaxed. Horse understand the previous education. That's my main goal. That's why I so much love to train horses, performance horses, because I got to this point when I truly understand what I am doing. And my horse is so happy, and I'm going, before I go home, upset and nervous. And now I'm going home very, very happy. And my animal's very happy. So when I educate a horse, stop and stay still. I got to this point, travel forward motion, now stay still. So this method, support forward motion, support to stay still. Two methods connect to each other. So now I'm going to say, I would like to, if I work with stallion, especially with stallion, and actually I share in the program all the education with my stallion, 2 years old, how I start. So now I'm going to say, I would like to touch with this extending touch. I already thinking ahead, so you're not going to kick other horse. So you can stay in the cross tie and rip the walls apart when somebody walk into arena. So he can ride, when I'm going to show, so he can ride with different horses. When tractor pass by and shows or in the trails or four-wheeler, he going to be nice and relaxed. When somebody going to start to shoot in arena or my neighbor going to start to shoot and I trail ride, my horse nice and relaxed. So I'm going to touch you with extending touch right now. If I'm going to teach my horse travel forward motion and stop and face, and I pick up the lasso and start to throw on him, all my education I throw in the garbage. Okay? I take all confidence away from the animal. So how am I going to teach him to accept this extending touch in the first time? I'm going to turn completely opposite way from the horse. And I'm going to start to play extending touch and graduate clockwise or opposite way, doesn't matter. But you have to finish both ways because horse have two different brains. And that's going to take you a week, 2 weeks, or 3 days or 1 day. Depends on the horse brain. Till finally you're going to throw this lasso beside him. And he's going to snore, smell, and he's going to stay still, not to run. If you start to throw lasso, say, for example, far away from the opposite way, that's what's going to happen with horses. Far away from the horse. And horse going to start to speed up and run. Because something flying in this round pen. And horse free, that's a main goal. Not halters, not ropes. What you going to do? You're going to say, whoa, whoa. No. You have methods. You relax your energy because you have methods. You're educator. And you continue asking travel forward motion and ask him stop, stay still. When he stops, stay still, you walk on your way to the different world around pen. Breathe out, release energy. He's gonna do exactly the same. Because what? Animal read your energy. And you again face the horse with with your back towards the horse and throw lasso. Till he's gonna say, okay, Ras, I'm gonna stay still beside you. I'm not gonna run away. Till you finally gonna touch your horse from the sides. From the sides. Left and right side. And horse face you. Stop and face. Methods. So 3 methods connect to each other. And each method support each other. If horse cannot stay still, forward motion. Stop and stay still. Control emotions. Now I'm going to ask you this question. Horse have to control emotion in the forward motion? Yes. You're going to put saddle on him first time. What he going to do? He's going to travel in forward motion. Something touching your back. That's a foundation steps, preparation to putting foundation education for the final performance exercise. Extending touch, that's somebody touching me in my back. Eventually you're going to put flag on extending touch. Control emotion, wind, trees moving. A lot of time we hear that when we're using this flag or bullwhip or etc. If horse stop, stop. Tell him he's doing a good job. In my opinion, absolutely opposite. When you're going to trail right, a neighbor going to start to shoot, or it's going to be wind, Mother Nature going to stop for at the same time. She have to stay still between this object when I apply bullwhip. And be very relaxed also. Release my reins. You have to be very confident right here. Very good. Beautiful work. Stay still. Relax. Very good, sweetheart. Very good. So tarp don't have to be a big deal for horse on this windy day. Also, right here, she have to stay still. It's an open space, not run away from us. Right here, beautiful. Under. Right here, beautiful. So everything nice and relax and calm. Very good job. No, Mother Nature continue gonna move the trees. Neighbor don't care what you're riding horse. He gonna cut his corn with his combine or shoot the deer or using his wood splitter or tractor, doesn't matter. And your horse have to control emotion. So when I educate the horse, I increasing timing on the physical exercise. If I use an extended touch today once, tomorrow twice, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not concentrating when he stops, I'm concentrating when I stop. Because Mother Nature and situation in this life will never gonna stop for me. My reward, it's a timing. I am not greedy. Today once, go home. Have a coffee, relax. Tomorrow twice. Graduate, graduate. Not because you stop, I'm gonna stop. Because you will never gonna grow his mental abilities. He all the time gonna remember, and he gonna trick you in the future. And I have horses like this. You're using flag or extending touch, he stop, you say very good. That's how I educate before many, many, many years ago horses. Stop. So then when I wanna increase the time, he run to the next feed store. Because he tell me, stop, I stop. No, no, no. Okay, do you follow my philosophy? And methods. So then I'm gonna say, horse have to travel in forward motion. And control extended touch. Back, front legs, hind legs. Because that's when horses traveling around and kick other horse. Then a horse stay in the cross tie, kicking the other horse. Then you're walking in the stall and horse put you with hindquarters towards the wall. That's a confidence behind the hindquarters. You lead the horse, you have a tarp in front of the horse, horse very up and kick you with front feet. Extend in touch with flag, develop confidence with front legs. And in my program, when I educate a stallion, with extend in touch with flag in front of him, what he done? He lay down and dominate this flag with front feet. He will do exactly the same when you're going to be on his back. You're going to fall down forward and might going to have injury. Okay, so that's all education, what connect to lead you to the final performance result. Can I throw extended touch if horse cannot travel in a forward motion? If horse only travel with whip or throwing lasso or flag, like before I said, you already take extended touch pieces. You throw in the garbage. If my horse understands travel with confidence, with body language, voice command, and energy, understand my cues and etc., and travel consistently, how I play extended touch? If my horse here and he travel never stop, remember we talk about this consistently. That's so important. Not because I all the time chasing him. You stay in the middle of the round pen, you read your book, and horse travel. That's consistent. Till you're going to give him different cue. So extending touch, when horse you travel, you start exactly far away from the horse. And today maybe here, tomorrow maybe here, maybe tomorrow again right here. Till finally you graduate the horse, till you're going to touch his back. Right here, continue traveling. Beautiful. Continue traveling. So again, point, energy, don't stop. Continue traveling, very good. So in front of the horse, and horse have to be nice and relaxed. And pass by this extended touch. Beautiful. Very nice job. Continue traveling. Very nice. And again, very beautiful work. Now horse feet. Now horse feet. Right here, beautiful. Continue travel. And behind the horse. And horse fine. And now stop. And fix yourself. Very nice. And he's going to travel with this lasso. What's going to happen with this lasso in the first time? Some horses buck, some horses speed up. Be very relaxed. Hold this lasso. You're not connect to horse. He's going to back off this lasso and try again. And try again. And if horse speed up very fast, go all the way back. Release the energy. Release. And stop and face. You have a method. Relax, let him stay still. Apply extended touch. Apply extended touch. Tell him this rope, you just learned this 5 minutes ago. You can stay still and accept this. You know how to travel forward motion. Just control yourself. That's what's going to touch you in the forward motion. When my legs going to flop around the horse when I'm going to ride the first time, that's my extended touch. Exactly the same you're doing to the hindquarters. Exactly the same you do in the front. How many times you pass in the ditch, and that's narrow ditch, and horse jumping 6 feet in the air, extending touch. You're going to throw rope in front of the horse, and some horse are going to jump 10 feet forward. Foundation exercises towards the final performance maneuver. You have to have a goal, what you want to achieve with your horse in the future. Not I'm going to have problem today and I'm going to fix this problem today somehow. So now it's very critical education. Horse accept on front extended touch. Horse accept travel to the left and right direction on his back, behind his hindquarters. his hind leg, his front legs, in front of him. So now we'd like to touch horse from the back, actually hindquarters. I don't want to put halter on the horse, stay sideways, sneak, and touch his hind leg somehow, so he can cow kick and not going to be in danger situation. I can teach my horse to face me with hindquarters in round pen and apply extended touch. To teach horse to face you with hindquarters and develop this confidence without restricting horse with halter. So again, I'm going to say, Rio, can you please face me with hindquarters? Right here. More step, baby. More step and stay still. So when horse develops this confidence, I can walk with my to my horse behind the hindquarters and said, you're going to be okay, don't worry. So horse have to learn not to kick. Again, we have to have a lot of preparation. We cannot just walk towards the horse like this, facing this to the panel and walk, because it's a very, very dangerous. So again, it's a steps and methods behind this final performance movement. My methods: I educate horse travel consistent and consistently forward motion. I educate horse to stop and face. I educate horse accept extending touch from both sides on the forward motion, front legs, hind legs, in front of the horse. Now I'm going to combine all this, and I'm going to teach him how to educate to stay still, first of all, with hindquarters towards me in round pen. And I explained this in the previous videos. When they're teaching us in round pen, the horse not allowed to face human in the hindquarters. Don't walk behind the horse hindquarters. Do not put shoes on the horse. Don't groom the horse hind legs. Don't clean his hoof. Don't brush his tail. Ignore hind end of the horse if it's so dangerous. I believe horse have to accept human from the muzzle to the hind hoof without the fear and frustration. And any situation in their life, in the field, in the arena, horse have to stay still and be relaxed, not run away. You know how many times when I'm riding horses and horses doing their business and I have to pick up I'm not riding on top of the manure. I clean my arena very clean, because that's very important for their feet. I dismount the horse. Horse stays still. When he finishes his business, I take a fork and I clean behind the horse hind hoof. And horses don't move the inch. And I go back, I put back the fork, and I continue riding my horse. That's extending touch. Very simple, but it is extending touch. So if I have step turn outside, I can teach horse stop and face towards me with hindquarters. I'm going to make timing shorter between the turn outside. Turn outside, I explained this in the previous videos. I'm not going to explain you in details. You just making timing shorter and shorter and shorter with turn outside till horse going to stay 90 degrees towards you with hindquarters. So now you're going to start to throw lasso on the horse? Absolutely not. Again, opposite direction. Graduate from both sides. Till you're going to touch his hind legs, till you're going to touch his croup, till he touch his back. Now you ask him, face me with front end. You apply extended touch. Now you face me with hind end. You apply extended touch. Now you travel left and right direction. You apply extended touch. Methods. That's a methodology. Extending touch is probably one of my favorite steps in a round pen to develop confidence, and the forward motion is again very important, I'm saying. So if I am finished previous methods, travel consistent forward motion, extend touch and stay still in the forward motion, horse will gonna accept extending touch from behind. I can touch horse hind legs without hesitation. Horse can apply extending touch from the back of the horse, and horse gonna stay still and not running around. Because if somebody gonna ride behind a horse back, horse know already and stay still how to control emotion and not falling apart at all. So and it's a young age. You can improve this and improve this and improve this. Hind legs again. So horse get better and better every day. Very nice, baby. You're doing very good job. That's a physical exercise, that's the methods. But don't kid yourself also. You have to learn your own methods with your cues, with your body language, with your own education towards the horse. That's a lot of education also. So when your coordination, your balance, correct the cues, and etc. So the main goal from all this education, what I just shared with you, all this education, main goal, my horse free. Not halters, not ropes. Only I'm sticking him with the round pen. If he decides he doesn't want to submit to the fear, he's gonna run away. If he decides to understand what I'm educating him, he will gonna communicate with me back, understand what I want because I broke everything on step and physical exercise, and he will communicate with me back. So what I'm trying to say, to tie the horse to the fence and throw a rope on the horse behind the hindquarters, that's a submission to fear. Horse are gonna just say, okay, please stop doing that. I'm gonna stay still. Horse not understand what you desire from him. Horse only using, but I say, surviving instinct. That's a pressure and that's a release. Surviving instinct, nothing else. But I'm gonna ask you this question. If I'm gonna take this horse and I'm gonna untie this horse from the post, and I'm gonna put this horse in a round pen, free, without the halter and rope, can he understand, extend, and touch? Can he stay still and communicate with me, understand the education? Can he stop kicking on other horses? Can he stay in a cross tie and not a rib cross tie when somebody walk in to arena? Can he be nice in the stall when you're feeding him? And I think this answer up to you, not up to me. Just think a little bit beyond. Education with animal and people. And nobody in industry, what I know, explain about the methodology, what connect to each other with timing and physical exercise without the pressure and release, with muscle memory and mental abilities. So just try to think a little bit beyond of the regular education what was done for 100 years, what never worked till today and still not working, but we continue doing it. Okay guys, I hope this video interesting for you. I truly trying to help you and your horses, so you can truly understand its exist methods, its exist education. So horses will not gonna submit to fear because you're dominating him. Horse truly understand the education. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video.